Nibbles. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Only got 3 order questions today that probably go over pretty goddamn quick. The first one's from Alex Gilbert. Says, order question for Justin if unanswered. Hey, Justin, do you have any favorite Alex Webster bass lines? I always loved They Deserve to Die from the Wretched Spawn, a lesser talked about one. Bass lines? No. And as far as if you turn, I'm almost like getting, are you talking about the lyrics too? Because he writes majority of the lyrics. I will say this, They Deserve to Die. I think that is, trying to think where I'd place that. Because what I'm getting is I like that song a lot. Probably my favorite song. Yeah, definitely top 3 favorite songs on Wretched Spawn. You know, it's, again, dude, I think I've said this in a previous video. I have no idea why Cannibal, the one song they include off Wretched Spawn is the title track. That's literally probably the worst song on the album. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's not a bad song, but it's They Deserve to Die is way better. Frantic Disembowelment's way goddamn better. Decency Defied is for sure goddamn better. And that's kind of like I thought that was like kind of like the hit. Severed Head Stoning's definitely better. Like, I don't understand. It's like why are you guys like again hit up the dog? Now they used to play They Deserve to Die on a few like seemed like on that tour, and then maybe 1 or 2 albums passed, but they kept Wretched Spawn, and it's like even if they thought that was great or like, well, Dumbo gets a great crowd interaction. First off, all the shows I've been at, and it's been quite a few. When you play it, I don't think it really does. It gets I mean, they all get about. It doesn't get a reaction like Strict Break or Strangle or anything like that, so you can't make that goddamn arguments. That'd be the only argument to keep it in there because it's like, even if you're like, oh, I just kind of like it, and just thought it was a little bit uh breaking the ear fatigue, it's more of a mid-paced slow song. My argument would be like, yeah, but you had it in for the last goddamn 15 goddamn tours. It's like switch it up, like because when you have that mindset, I mean, they're going around. It's not just Cannibal. I mean, Deicide does it like a motherfucker too. Pretty much all of them do. I mean, to be honest with you, all the big boys. Now I understand you have to work a little harder. What I'm getting at is it's almost kind of disrespectful to your longtime fans. Realistically, the people you should care about. Your new fans, I'm not saying take a piss on them, whip your dick out, and just fucking jack off in their face. They don't fucking matter. But again, haven't earned their stripes, and hence they're new fans. And by the goddamn Dawgs logic, and his logic is usually right 99 times out of a fucking 100, they're not going to be around 10 years from now anyways, man. What I'm getting at, if this is their first time seeing them or second or third, meaning you're still a goddamn newbie. If you've only seen Cannibal 3 times, you're a new fucking fan as far as I'm concerned. Unless you've been listening to them for 20 years and you just didn't go for whatever goddamn reasons. You don't come first. I'm sorry. It's people like myself or guys that have been going even longer that come first that have seen the band 20 fucking times. Like, why are you giving me the same set list, man? It's a bit disrespectful. Who cares about the newbies? Their opinion's a distant fucking second. And chances are, if they're a new fan too, they don't own every album like the Dawg does, meaning they're probably not going to know half the songs any the fuck way. So shit that you're playing off the back catalog, they might own 1, 2, 3 albums from the back catalog and probably the current album. That's probably the average new Cannibal fan. Again, put any band you want in place of them. Because people just say bands, any big band, the Iron Maidens, Deicide, whoever the fuck you want to use, any big band, just put them in that same place, in the same goddamn category. They own probably the new album. If they just got in the band a year or 2 ago, they probably own the newest fucking record and maybe 1, 2, 3 albums in the back catalog. I mean, they're probably not going to know anything off Wretched Spawn regardless. So why not just play the goddamn hits and not the goddamn the turds? So Cannibal in general, though, I think their live set lists, they're of all the death metal bands, the Deicides. You notice how less and less I mention more of an Angel dude is because they're almost irrelevant. I mean, honestly, they kind of put themselves at that point. I mean, because they're split up. There's an IM, there's a division now. There's this, I don't even know what they do. There's a Steve Tucker set, and there's a goddamn Gay Dave set. So it's kind of like, even if it was a band, but so I guess they're kind of a void from this conversation. But I think out of the Deicides, the Suffocations, Immolations, Incantations, I think Cannibal does the best job at picking the set list, hitting majority of their albums. I noticed the last 1 or 2 tours is when they started kind of shit in the bed. to where they're missing a couple albums. Hence, I think it was the last one. They played nothing off vinyl. It's like, but yet you're literally selling vinyl long sleeves there. Like, why are you selling one of the back catalog albums you're selling at the show? You literally play no songs off of. Immolation did the same thing. Close to the World Below. I know. I bought the goddamn shirt at the show. Bought the same with the Cannibal. I was like, you literally didn't play a single song off Close to the World Below. Like, hell, at that point, yeah, at least played something off. I think they played Burial Ground off Dawn of Possession Immolation. At that point, sell Dawn of Possession shirts plus the new album shirts. Like, don't even sell. Why are you selling Close to the World Below? You did not play anything off of it. That makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever. Deicide did it too. This last one. Selling Serpents of Light shirts. You haven't done a Serpents of Light song in fucking. I'm pretty sure they didn't do any even on Overtures of Blasphemy tour, 2019. Maybe they did the title track Serpents of Lights, but definitely not on that entire Legion tour because I went to Columbus and Cleveland, played nothing off of it. So yeah, for the old fans, it's like you kind of need to, in my opinion, you need to hit every goddamn album. Otherwise, just by default, you're literally admitting to your goddamn fan base, we have shitty albums. Now, there's certain bands that's like, dude, that's undeniable. Like Destruction, what is it? Human Cannibal and whatever. Nobody likes that goddamn shit. Halloween, Pink Bubbles, Gone Ape. I think it's universally known, like, this is our shit album. No one likes it. Tom fucking Gay Warrior backs out too for what Cold Lake and all that other shit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Bull fucking shit, you didn't, dude. Slayer the same thing, but nonetheless, they literally publicly admits, yeah, that was a shit album. Slayer, Diabolos Musica. Isn't that what they say nowadays? That's what somebody told me on the channel for Kerry King said. No, he knows, dog. He was 30 years old when he wrote the goddamn album. What are you talking about? He knew. It's not like he was 14. I get it when bands are like, dude, I don't really want to, like Christian. Oh, our first two demos. Oh man, they're embarrassing. They sound terrible. We couldn't even play our instruments. Granted, a lot of times I like that shit too. I can at least understand that argument. Not when you're fucking 5 albums deep. What are you talking about, dude? That's just you fucked up. You were trying to sell out. It didn't work out. So now you're goddamn backtrack that shit, trying to save face. So, I don't know if I goddamn completely answered your question, but yeah, I don't really your question nothing really stood out to me about it. So best way I can answer it, goddammit. Simon Hansen. What's up, Devil? I know it's a long shot since Poser Roadrunner owns the rights, but would it be possible to repress Unholy Cult? That's Immolation for you posers out there. On LP. It goes for 300 bones on Discogs, does it? And some dum-dum has recently posted one for 450 large. If Dawg owns it, of course, and he does, can he show it on camera later? Goddamn it! I mean, if I remember to, when I'm in the home office, I mean, I don't carry fucking Unholy Cult around with me everywhere I go and flash it off and say, hey, look at me, I'm so cool. It exists on LP and exists on picture disc. Dawg owns them both, of course. You know what's funny about that one too is first of all, does Roadrunner own it? To my memory, I remember that being listenable records. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. The way I got Unholy Cult, both LP and picture disc, was the early days of Hell's Headbangers. Me, Z, and Dawg were still living in our parents' house. That's when we were. So we moved out of our parents' house. We bought a house together. We ran the business out of that to start. I was 20 years old, so I was less than 20, but I think I was graduate high school. It's probably about 18 years old, you figure. And that's when we're still at this point. Keep in mind, I'm doing nothing but putting my personal money into the company. Did not receive a single penny. I didn't start seeing any money whatsoever. I told this story until 5 years in. I was around 21, 22 years old. When we started this, I was the youngest. I was 16 years old. I was about 21, 22. But it's also too how you count it. Because, for example, I guess you could say I kind of started seeing money the first time when I'd been at 20 years old. Was because when we bought the house together, me, Easy, and Dawg, we did both put in some cash, like out of our personal account as a down payment. Nothing crazy, but like, a few grand or something like that. But the monthly payments and the utilities, Hell's was at the point it was large enough to where it was just paying for that. Because it was like, this is the company's warehouse. It paid for the utilities, our phones. God damn these fucking fucks. Man, you guys fuck up my videos every fucking time. Find a dick and fucking suck it. God damn it. God damn these hoagies. Fuck, we talking about? Oh yeah, goddamn Hell's House, Dave. So yeah, the company fund we paid for the house, utilities, and actually our phone, our phones. Just picking up the goddamn phone because we moved out of our parents' house. Um, you know, this was back. This is back when cell phones was pretty much just flip phones only, and you can. I think texting was around. Dog didn't start texting until he was. Granted, I was the last one of the game. I officially started texting in 2013. That's when I first sent my first text. It was actually it was actually Lindsay the first person I text. We were kind of like seeing each other on the DL or just talking as friends, or I don't know what the fuck we were at that point. But she was the first person I text. I didn't send texts. Don't text me. It's fucking gay. Call me. Now on the opposites. Not because well, just because honestly, people just want to chat my goddamn ear off. So yeah, just don't fucking call me, dudes. I don't want to sit there and fucking. It's just a waste of goddamn time. Just if you have a simple question, just text it. That's the way it's respond. Any of the fuck ways. This is back at we moved out. I'm 20 years old, and Cito was like, you used to living off a landline, basically, like parents' landline, and we didn't have to get a landline for the house. And Cito was like, well, yeah, what are we gonna do for fucking phones? He's like, probably you should go get cell phones. I'm like. I was like, I remember saying this, and everyone thought it was goddamn funny. I was like, if we're getting phones, company's paying for that. I was like, I don't need a goddamn phone. I was like, the only goddamn thing I need a phone for is ordering a goddamn pizza. And I was like, I'll just go do pickup. In that case, carry it, order, just go there, wait 10 goddamn minutes. I'm not paying a monthly fee for that. It's like, who calls me? I don't even go goddamn phone. Dog ain't got no goddamn friends. So that's why company was paying for that too. Phones, utilities, and house. So I guess indirectly was making money officially at 4 years in, at 20 years old. But it's like at the same time, yes and no. I was like I was living in the goddamn warehouse. It was just so happened to be a house. It's like it's got to have a roof over its head over that goddamn merch. Can't just have it rained on. So that's when I first started seeing the benefit there. But anyways, getting back to the Holy Cult, before even those, pumping our own money into it, working full time. The first immolation LP we got in stock for distro wise wasn't Holy Cult. We got like 8 of them in or some shit, and that's where I got my personal copy. Just got it at a wholesale rate, and it's just funny. I remember that coming out, and I remember when that record came out. I remember specifically Jim and Don hated it, thought it was terrible. Like, oh, dude, all these wanky ass fucking riffs. Goddamn, it's all technical and shit. So they were tearing that record apart. I remember, yeah, like you like that goddamn record, dude. That's why I find it hilarious, like just how, I guess, like everything in society, just how wimpy the scene has fucking got, dude. Like me growing up, dude, I was getting ripped on for liking Immolation Unholy Cult. Like, you like that shit? That poser commercial. Dude, that's clean. That's squeaky clean record, non-underground. Like, this is shit they'd say. Dude, it's all overproduced. I'm getting a headache from all these guitar solos. Deicide Service of Lights. Fucking, I'm wearing the shirts. We're at Big D's house. We're picking up some records or something, some Nunslaughter records. And Jim was there as well. Dawg was there, I was there, Jim was there, and Big D was there. I'm wearing the Serpents of Light t-shirt. And Dawg's wearing his goddamn BW3's uniforms. That was one of the 2 jobs he was working. He's wearing his goddamn uniform, and Jim's ripping on my goddamn shirt, DSI Serpents of Light. I'm like, oh, you're ripping on a guy with a DSI shirt, but yet the guy next to me is wearing a goddamn BW3's uniform. Like, at least I can get something good there. That's the shit they're talking about. So with a fast forward to this wimpy society, people are putting the comments in there serious about when I rip on Slipknot or Mudvayne or, dude, what do you mean Alice in Chains isn't metal? Dude, that stuff wasn't even in a conversation. That was universally known facts. And anybody in the death metal underground, nobody was talking about no sissy ass, pansy ass, tough guy, arm behind the back, fucking Pantera. Got a funny ass Big D goddamn Pantera story too. The first time he brought that band up. I'm not gonna say it either because it's not politically correct, and I don't think he wants me to throw him under the goddamn bus. But just the audacity, like, why would you even ask if I like that band? I mean, I'm offended. I was getting ripped on for legitimate shit. That was normal. Normal. You guys are bringing up stupid shit. Like, that's why before the channel, I'm just like, what? I said, they got to be fucking with me. There's no, but no. People just think like, what do you mean? Like in Pantera, that's just normal. Deftones, Alice in Chains. What are you talking about, bro? That's just as metal. And again, you're allowed to like any of the stuff. It's just that stuff back then. Me growing up, if you liked it, that would have been considered your guilty pleasure, and you made damn sure you made note of that to the person you were telling it to, or you just kept it on the DL and you didn't tell nobody. I'm dead fucking serious. That's the way it goddamn was. This, what do you mean, Alice in Chains? What a holy call. Yeah, I remember that came out, man. We had those in. That's where I got mine. Big D and Jim hated the goddamn record. There's a few other people that hated it too. I was like, I like it, man. To this day, I like it as well. It's funny. That's the last record that I know fairly well, to where I could say when it's on, I can air guitar it, etc. Love the line too on there. What is it? For the songs "Martyrs of Men." I think it's for that. You say you're men, we know you're cowards. Absolutely, goddamn it, Christ boys are nothing but cowards. And if I remember to, I'll show it on goddamn camera. Yeah, I guess I can. Cassidy Harvey. Hey, Justin, you already gave us a magnet with our last order, so go ahead and save it for another devil. Hell yes. Appreciate that, homeboy. I do like that because I do notice, I guess if you want them, what else you're going to use them for is some guys that place an order every week, and some of my purposely wasn't putting them. I was like, you're selecting a magnet every time. I was like, it's like, there's only 1,000 of these made. I was like, I want them going to people that I wanted on everybody's goddamn fridge. I'm like, are you going to put 10 goddamn Hell's Magnets on your fridge? Not to mention that defeats the goddamn purpose. Grant, I do want to get the goddamn series going because it's got a kind of a cool thing. I was like, but I'd rather get going for somebody else. So when I do recognize the name, I'm like, dude, I know you already got this fucking thing. I'm not talking unless you place a $100 order, or I mean, like a fucking Layla Lover. He bought 5 of them. So but Layla Lover, what he's probably doing, I can guarantee he's doing this, dude. He's giving them to fucking people because I know how he does it. He printed that goddamn sticker behind me and said it. He's giving it to friends and shit. So it is going to a different person. Also, try not to gag when pulling the artsy-fartsy hipster black metal for this order. I looked at your order. It didn't look too goddamn bad. You got some solid titles in there. And yeah, you didn't have anything goddamn totally terrible in there. And not to mention, the shit that annoys me when I got to pull it is the stuff where I'm like, what is this? I can't even fucking read it. I remember for a while, the band that was really making my goddamn dick itch. And the thing is it's supposed to be labeled. I'm not going to mention any names. Some work here still, some fucking don't. But dealing with receiving, it's like, dude, if it's unlegible, it's supposed to be goddamn marked. Literally put a goddamn sticker on or something. But the band where I just wanted to fly over to whatever the hell that band's located and punch them in the fucking face. Just knock on their goddamn door. As soon as they goddamn open it, punch them in the fucking face. Goddamn, what is that movie? Is it Get Shorty or it's a movie, I think it was John Travolta. I forget the guy. Maybe it's Get Shorty. It's one of those guys. So I'm not going to say anything more than I have to. Opens the door, punches him in the face, grabs his fucking jacket. But the band was Dark Space. Dude, dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. It's just all black cover. Well, man, it's good stuff, dog. I didn't even listen to it. Don't even want to like it. Check this out, dude. Their first album is called Roman numeral 1. What's the second album called, Dawgs? Surely it's a cooler title than that. Roman numeral 2, bro. What, really? Third album, what you think it's called? Roman numeral 3. What you think that fucking fourth album's called? Well, it's got to be Roman numeral 4, right? As dumb as you would think? Yeah, it sure is. And guess what? I'm assuming it's the demo. I'm just making an educated guess. I could be wrong. What do you think that's called? Negative Roman numeral 1. And all it is all black, and it's just these teensy little Roman numerals that you got to take a fucking microscope to see. Somebody buys one. Ah, bro, I got my order. I bought Roman numeral 3 and I got Roman numeral 4. Fucking oh, dude. I'm sure it all sounds the goddamn same. At least the band's like, because I think you bought that Imian. I mean, granted, I can't pronounce her name, but at least it's a big, bold, thick fucking spine. Imian something. It's spelled EMYN something. There's another band that's on that same label, Calden Brood or whatever. I actually put a couple of those on the player. I don't know if those specific. I think the Calden Brood is one of them. I put it on, and it was actually better than I thought it would be. It was definitely a hipster black. I remember a goddamn Evil Dave from fucking goddamn Void Meditation Cult, original Manicore singer. He still works here. And it was the day he was down here. This was years ago. He walks in on, now, what the hell are we listening to? It sounds like fucking circus metal. I was like, that's a good one, circus metal. God, it does sound like goddamn circus metal. Because it sounded like black metal to be playing at the circus. But it was better than I thought. I was like, at least it's semi-original. It's got some riffs. I was like, is it something I would buy or something? No. I was like, it's better than God. I'm sure it smokes Dark Space. No, dog. Dark Space is fucking awesome. That they are. So those bands, the ones you simply bought, those don't actually annoy me. It's a lot of times too, dude. It's a Russian shit. Graham, they've cleaned up their act a little bit, but dude, 20 years ago, holy fuck, I wanted to fly to Russia and just blow it the fuck up with the titles we were getting. None of it was in goddamn English characters, and it wasn't even like, we'll just match the characters with the booklets and the trade card. It would be like, it wouldn't be on there. It'd only be inside the CD booklet. So there's nothing on the front, nothing on the back. What kind of bullshit is this? How am I supposed to know when this sells what the fucking pull? And then somebody gets the wrong one. Fucking dude. How did you even figure out what it was? Was it on Metal Archives? That kind of shit really makes the dog's dick itch. Because, I mean, dude, come on. Real metal. You're not like, you know what, dude? I was pretty confused by that Number of the Beast album and Piece of Time. I couldn't figure out which was which. Cannibal? Dude, I couldn't figure out. I couldn't tell the difference, man. I just by pulling it, I'm telling you. I couldn't figure out. See, my order slip said Cannibal Corpse, Butchered at Birth, and it said Cannibal Corpse, Gore Obsessed. I couldn't figure out which was which. I just couldn't figure it out. Like, what are you doing, dude? It should be obvious. The title's on there, nice and fucking legible. Logo, everything, and the goddamn band names on the spine, and just a font so you can read it. Like, it's figure outable. Like all the shit I grew up on, like metal, all to the greats, the Black Sabbaths, the Rainbows. Like, there was no silly billy dumb shit where you had to play goddamn Inspector Gadget, man. Fucking go Gadget. I'll get you gadgets. Fucking Dr. Claw looking down your goddamn spine trying to figure shit out. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm just pulling a goddamn album for fuck's sakes. It should not. It should be milliseconds to figure this shit out, not several minutes. And let me pull up the website. Jesus fuck. Oh fuck, it's sold out, so it's none of this. So let me pull up the goddamn backline. Holy fuck, goddamn internet's down. Now put the order off to the goddamn side. Then it doesn't. Then you open it up. You go, oh no. When you do the internet's finally up and you find the image, up, it's wrong one, bro. It looks like this, and you're looking at each. You got the one in your hand. You're looking at the image on your site. One's a rock. One's a goddamn smudge. You're like, I don't know, man. Looks about the goddamn same to me. How the fuck can you get the goddamn difference? There's no goddamn title. There's no goddamn logo. The scribbles that are on there are illegible as fuck. That's the shit that pisses the goddamn dog off. If you don't mind, hopping on the Hell's private jet and getting the Azagol LP for Finland, so I don't want to wait too much longer to get them in. Have them sign it while you're at it. I'd appreciate that. Don't need to, bro. They're just hanging on down here. Yeah, Azagol, goddamn werewolf from Satanic War Master, the true werewolf. They were hanging out down here. White Death will be down here tomorrow. They're thinking about trying a couple of our local pizza places. Heard about the craft beers down at Westside Bowl from Dead by Dog Fest. I'd give those a goddamn try. Bring them back. Get the goddamn midnight fucking strippers are always here. Athnar's always here. He always tries the strippers. He always has the hottest ones in town. So we're always getting lap dances while listening to those goddamn demos. So yeah, I'll get goddamn Azagol. Get the whole band to sign it for you, goddamn it. No problem. Got you covered, homeboy. Comes with surgeon over the but the godbots get up in the morning. Later, goddamn it.